filling candidates anyhow without minding whether they will win this seat is much bigger when it comes to the time now Parliament is on. Because that is how UDA, for example, got majority of the members they have in this house, even though the Azimio coalition at that particular time looked more viable because of the two leaders, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, leading that coalition. It looked at that particular time that they are going to sweep. But then, like I have told you, there are places where your candidate wins with 1,000 votes against candidates who probably have got more votes if they were to be put together. So I think either way, there has to be readiness of bending backwards and forward where necessary. But I don't think it is going to be all over. I think they have statistics which will show which areas to actually do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there's also a challenge here because as a coalition is being built now, they're looking at the strengths in Parliament now, currently. ODM has about 85 members, UDA about 114 upwards, around there. Then, okay, fine, they go into a coalition. Then after the elections, probably if they're successful, they form government, then you realize that ODM has reduced significantly the number of MPs, probably to about 30. I'm just saying. And probably UDA has more members. Doesn't that then shift the dynamics again for the coalition? That now they demand the ODM's position. If at all your numbers reduce, then even your negotiation about what's ile ng'ombe wanasema ikatwe katikati italeta shida pia.
Numbers are in two areas. There are numbers for the presidential vote, and then there are numbers of the members of parliament. So it depends on those who will go on this table to negotiate. You may negotiate based on the numbers for the presidential vote, because that is the most important vote again. Because if you go and get the majority in terms of members of parliament and then you lose president, then whatever you negotiated again is zero, because the person who organizes government is the president. So if they go and negotiate based on just one set of numbers, then it is a loss either way. But if they negotiate both on numbers of MPs, senators, and then numbers of the presidential vote, then there is always something to win at the end of the day. That's how I look at it.
Of course, that's one of the biggest contention, points of contention between as UDA and ODM continue their coalition building talks. ODM now insisting that as they do this,